It's best explained like this. Imagine that we would want to connect two planets. We ended up on Mars, the human beings, and we wanted an internet connection to Mars. Hello everybody, it's True Detective here. In this episode we are dwelling into the internet and how it works. I've been reading this book, Computer Networks by Andrew Tannenbaum, and learning about terms such as the ISP'S, IXP'S, the ADSL standards, the phone networks. I've been learning a lot. But let's first focus on those ISPs, so Internet Service Providers. You're from the Americas, there's Verizon, there's AT&T there, and that AT&T, it has been around for a long time. Here in Finlandia we have different service providers. Your service provider has its own network, so when you send a package or you make a connection on the internet inside of the service provider's network, so two computers are in the same network, the ISP's network, the connection is routed through the ISP's own network. When you have two different ISPs, that's a different game. The connection is routed then through an IXP, an internet exchange point. In this book he told about the internet exchange point of Amsterdam. In this internet exchange point, ISPs, they have their own routers. And through those routers everything becomes interconnected. Then let's get a little deeper into the different ways that you can get the internet on planet Earth right now. There's wireless, 4G, 5G technologies, 3G. Those work with cell towers. The cell towers, they have a certain radius and you get a signal from the cell tower. The cell tower gets interconnected with fiber optics, and we are talking the speeds of 100 gigabytes per second. It's crazy how much data goes through these IXPs too. He told that in the exchange point internet in Amsterdam, every second 8 terabytes, 8 fucking terabytes of data goes through the network every second. But you can get your internet connection these days also through ADSL, so that's a copper cable through the phone network. The problem with the phone network was that it was originally designed for the human voice, for the transmission of the human voice, not data. After this came around the cable network. For all these there are different routers, modems, so to say. You have 4G modems, you have cable modems or DSL modems too. With DSL you have a couple of different standards with the speeds of like 8 megabytes down and 1 megabyte up. But the copper cable, it cannot get very fast. Over here in Finlandia, at least the town where I'm from, 4G works flawless and it works fast. We are talking something like 200 megabytes and 50 megabyte up. That's plenty fast for most people. But the internet, it has more to it than just the speed of it. It also has latency. If you have ever played any internet games like World of Warcraft or some shooter games, the latency is very important part of the game. With wireless technology like the 4G, I would suspect that you have more latency than with fiber optics. With fiber optics, even the customer end can get almost a gigabyte internet connection there, with not much latency at all. But here we are talking about the last mile. These are what the customer is kind of interested. Am I getting the internet through wireless or optical or maybe even satellite? Because in the Africas, this sort of stuff, they don't have capability and the money, the means to build cell towers everywhere. So they might be connected to the internet through satellite. And in America, there's also satellite internet providers. The structure of the internet is so that if an internet exchange point, for example, would go down, the internet is built so that it will find a new way, it will find a new route. It's best explained like this. Imagine that we would want to connect two planets. We ended up on Mars, the human beings, and we wanted an internet connection to Mars. I have no clue how that could be actually done, but if it could be done, if we only make one link between the planets and the link goes down, our internet connection from Mars to planet Earth is cut and it doesn't work. It still works on planet Earth though, because there are so many connections there. Internet structure is not monolithic in a sense that we have this central structure and everything is connected to that. It's interconnected. So it will find a new path. But if we build two links between Mars and planet Earth and one goes down, we still have the other one. But then all the traffic of Mars to and from planet Earth, it has to be routed through this one link connection there. And now we come to bandwidth. So when we are talking about, for example, 200 megabytes down, 50 up with the 4G here in Finlandia, that's about what you get. It's the bandwidth reserved for the single user. I hope this video helped you to understand the internet a little bit better. This book is freaking great. I'm gonna review it at some point, and if I learn something more, I'm going to teach you this stuff.